South African music producer gets noticed. Malcolm Lewis and the song Over 30. Malcolm Lewis, a rising star in the South African music scene, has been making waves with his latest single, Over 30. This article delves into the journey of Malcolm Lewis, exploring his unique musical style, the creative process behind Over 30, and the impact this song has had on audiences and critics alike. From his humble beginnings to his growing recognition in the industry, Malcolm Lewis's story exemplifies the vibrancy and talent present in the South African music landscape. Let's discover the artistry and passion that have propelled Malcolm Lewis into the spotlight. Who is Malcolm Lewis? Well, Malcolm Lewis, the South African music producer making waves in the industry with his unique sound and infectious beats, known for his innovative approach to music production. He has been gaining attention for his ability to blend different genres and create music that resonates with listeners. His musical style is a fusion of various influences, ranging from traditional South African rhythms to contemporary electronic sounds. His music is characterized by catchy melodies, pulsating rhythms, and expertly crafted production, with a keen ear for detail and a knack for creating memorable hooks. The artist's tracks are both sonically intriguing and emotionally resonant. Over 30 is a standout track from Malcolm Lewis that showcases his ability to craft a compelling narrative through music, inspired by the experiences of navigating adulthood and facing the challenges of growing older. The song delves into themes of self-reflection, nostalgia, and resilience. In the studio, Malcolm Lewis brought Over 30 to life with meticulous attention to detail. From shaping the song's dynamic structure to layering intricate soundscapes, collaborating with talented musicians and vocalists, Malcolm Lewis transformed his vision into a captivating sonic experience. Over 30 has garnered critical acclaim for its introspective lyrics, infectious melodies, and polished production. Music reviewers have praised Malcolm Lewis for his ability to connect with listeners on a personal level and create music that transcends boundaries. The song's emotional resonance and relatable themes have struck a chord with audiences worldwide. Since its release, Over 30 has resonated with listeners, becoming a fan favorite and gaining traction on music streaming platforms. The song's poignant lyrics and infectious groove have captured the hearts of music lovers, earning Malcolm a growing fan base and solidifying his position as a rising star in the music industry. Malcolm's journey in the music industry began with a passion for creating music that transcends genres and speaks to the soul. Drawing inspiration from a diverse range of musical influences, from classic soul to modern electronic music, Malcolm Lewis honed his craft and developed a signature sound that sets him apart. Through perseverance and dedication, Malcolm has experienced several breakthrough moments in his career, from landing major collaborations to receiving recognition for his innovative production techniques. With each new release, the artist continues to push the boundaries of his creativity, solidifying his reputation as a talented music producer on the rise. exploring the South African music scene through his work. South Africa is a melting pot of diverse cultures and influences, and Malcolm's music perfectly encapsulates this rich tapestry. With roots deeply embedded in the vibrant South African music scene, Malcolm brings a fresh perspective to the industry. His music reflects a fusion of traditional sounds, modern beats, and a touch of his own unique flair. Malcolm's music is a beautiful blend of his cultural heritage and contemporary influences, drawing inspiration from the rhythmic beats of traditional African music, as well as the soulful melodies of jazz and blues. His sound is a celebration of diversity. Through his music, Malcolm Lewis pays homage to his roots, while also pushing boundaries and exploring new horizons in the South African music landscape. Looking towards the future, Malcolm shows no signs of slowing down. With exciting new projects on the horizon and a thirst for exploration, he is set to push boundaries and break new ground in the South African music scene. Stay tuned for more groundbreaking music from this rising star. In today's digital age, social media has become a powerful tool for promoting music and connecting with fans. Malcolm understands the importance of leveraging these platforms to reach a wider audience and build a strong fan base for his music. With a savvy understanding of social media trends, Malcolm has effectively used platforms like Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook to promote his music and engage with fans. By sharing snippets of his work, behind-the-scenes glimpses, and personal insights, he has created a loyal following online. Interacting with fans is a priority for Malcolm Lewis, who values the connection and feedback he receives from his audience. By responding to comments, hosting live Q&A sessions, and sharing exclusive content, he cultivates a strong online presence that resonates with fans. Through these efforts, Malcolm continues to grow his fan base and spread his music to new listeners worldwide. In conclusion, Malcolm's musical prowess and the success of Over 30 serve as a testament to his talent and dedication to the craft. As he continues to captivate audiences and push boundaries in the music industry. The future looks bright for this talented South African music producer. Keep an eye out for Malcolm as he embarks on new collaborations and projects, solidifying his place as a standout artist in the dynamic world of music. Over 30 by the artist up next.
Flash Frequency Production is not your average music label. It's a movement dedicated to creating emotionally resonant, rhythmically rich, and socially conscious deep house. Their releases explore sounds with intention and depth, drawing on the diverse influences of their founder, Malcolm Lewis. From African rhythm to jazz, minimalism, and underground club culture, Flash Frequency Production is all about making music that matters. So, if you're a fan of
You feel like a 30-year-old, but still doing drugs. You have a problem. If you're over 30 years old and still doing drugs, you have a problem. You have a problem. If you're over 30 years old and still doing drugs, you have a problem. If you're over 30 years old and still doing drugs, you have a problem. 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 If you're over 30 years old and still doing drugs, you have a problem. If you're over 30 years old and still doing drugs, you have a problem. 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 If you're over 30-year-old and still doing drugs, you have a problem. If you're over 30 years old and still doing drugs, you have a problem. You have a problem. If you're over 30 years old and still doing drugs, you have a problem. If you're over 30 years old and still doing drugs, you have a problem. You have a problem. If you're over 30 years old and still doing drugs, you have a problem. If you're over 30 years old and still doing drugs, you have a problem. You have a problem. If you're over 30 years old and still doing drugs, you have a problem. You have a problem. If you're over 30 years old and still doing drugs, you have a problem. You have a problem. If you're over 30-year-old but still doing drugs, you have a problem. If you're over 30 years old and still doing drugs, you have a problem. You have a problem. You're over 30 years old and still doing drugs, you have a problem. 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 If you're over 30-year-old but still doing drugs, you have a problem. If you're over 30 years old and still doing drugs, you have a problem. You have a problem. You're over 30 years old and still doing drugs, you have a problem. You have a problem. You have a problem. You have a problem. You're over 30 years old and still doing drugs, you have a problem. You have a problem. You have a problem. If you're over 30 years old and still doing drugs, you have a problem. You have a problem. If you're over 30 years old and still doing drugs, you have a problem. You have a problem. If you're a 30-year-old but still doing drugs, you have a problem. If you're over 30 years old but still doing drugs, you have a problem. You have a problem. You're over 30 years old but still doing drugs, you have a problem.